My name is Waylon Duran. I'm Lakota from Rosebud, South Dakota. Chote na pero chiuzapalo. I shake all your hands with a good heart. And I'm Shichangu. And when I came to this camp, I had nowhere to go. And being here, they accepted me and they never judged me. You know, if I relapsed or if anything happened. And I had no sense of direction when I lost my apartment, and the landlord didn't like it that I had other natives in my apartment going to take a shower or you know washing clothes, and that's why I got kicked out. And I never even planned on being in the camp. It was just they took care of me. They offered me a tent, and the food and everything just kind of went in place. And I just recently got out of treatment. And she was like never ever forcing nothing down nobody's throat, and it was always a choice. And I just recently got out of treatment, and it was kind of like a family. I had somebody to come back to, and I think that's the most part is like she always came through. And I had an asthma attack the other night, and all the love that I had, made me cry.
Well, to me, this camp is everything. I'm considered the elder here. My name is Donna Laquier Amperen. I came here when my daughter was out, and I came looking for her, and to find out that, that I hear that Nicole is my granddaughter's mentor. And it made me really happy to hear that. And, all these kids, they all look up to me, and I look up to them. They all hold, a special place in my heart, especially Nicole, because of what she's doing here, and I see her struggling hard to try to keep up above herself in water too. And it's hard. It's hard to try to keep her sobriety and try to maintain everybody around it of how they are, but she doesn't ever look down on not one person, and I'm happy for that she doesn't, because I'm trying to tell her, you got to learn to get a little stingy for yourself too, and give yourself a rest, and know that it's all right to be stingy for yourself.
So the main part of this camp is Nicole. Yeah. Without her, we would still be homeless. I got stuck in September. I don't even want to talk about it no more. Listen, so if it wasn't for her, you know how many people go missing down here? You know how many people it's difficult. You don't understand that. Nobody understands that. Nicole does. She lets all of us here. We would have been gone. Where the hell I wouldn't have nowhere to go. I would be back up north on a reservation where nobody pays attention to none of that shit. I would be out on the streets in the woods, basically. You can anybody imagine that? Being in the woods by yourself. And that's what I'm talking about. Anybody in the city don't know that. Even now, say if I was to go for a walk right now, and I was to walk 7-8 blocks away and then come back. How many times, if I counted how many times some weirdo honked at me or slowed down, all those different they're key. You gotta be aware of those things, because otherwise you don't notice them happening. You don't notice those happening. You get somebody's gonna stop and throw you in their car. You never know. You just gotta kind of have that awareness. And without this place, I don't know if I would have been able to get away from any of that at any moment. You know what I mean? I would have been stuck every night out there, worrying if somebody's gonna what the fuck. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said,
I wanted to put an input on it. One night I was walking from Franklin Avenue Transit, from the transit center, to come to the where the tents were on 24th there, and this car or this van happened to stop, and he was honking, trying to make me get in, and he was being really forceful to a point where I took off running, and I was never so happy to see two Indian boys, and I was help me, help
You
me.
see
There's-
somebody-
There's a car chasing me. And they're like, where? And I couldn't run no more. I couldn't walk no more. I mean, I literally collapsed.
And that was
And-
here. You saw people from this camp.
Yeah, and them boys turned around and
They
ran-
helped her. You know, obviously they're gonna help. Like,
They made sure that I made it to the tent, and then they all took off. There was 15 boys that took off looking for that van because they said, "Hey, that,
You need to know
that
who
guy
they
was
were,
trying
obviously."
to hurt our elder, and now we got to do something about it."
I've been out here since I was 18. I'm 60 now, so that's a lot of years. Minneapolis is getting easier on being homeless. Allowing camps like this. Safety in these camps. I've always stayed down at the river where a lot of shit happens down there. A lot of it ain't good. But a lot of it's good too. Just depends on who you're with down there.
And so, what is like a major difference that you've experienced in sleeping in this camp versus sleeping by the river?
Safety, being safe. Just can sleep good. Because there's other people around, you don't have to worry about people coming in, stealing your stuff while you're sleeping, getting jumped, whatever. I'm housed now, so that makes a big difference. I got housed while I was here, except it's up on north side. I don't like north side. I've always lived here in south side. But it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, people at the camp, you know, there's people that like get high and stuff, but like, seems like everyone is trying, people do Suboxone or methadone, like, it is a struggle, but, this camp isn't a place where what people think, like, it's a place where we're just getting high and not giving a damn, but
It's not like that.
it's not, yeah. It's a struggle every day, it's hard. I'm not trying to use, but, everyone is trying to change. And it's not what people think.
Yeah. And then plus, like, it's, like, Nicole's, like, really good at, trying to get us back, like, in, like, getting us, how do you say, like, getting back, to, getting to, like, know our culture again, because, like, sometimes when we're addiction, we kind of tend to forget it. And, like, I think that helps us a lot. And, she's always there to remind us that it's still there and it's always gonna be there. And
It's gonna be hard to, like, try to, like, convince people, like, what they already think, and, people are gonna judge no matter what, even though they're not here every day or, in our shoes.